Who's doing starting grid? That I'd ask.
I guess I will.
We're live.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to Riverside for in Moreno Valley, California, for the Apple 150 here in the Fanta Cup Series. Race 4 out of 10 for the chase for the Cup, and at one of the most exciting and what's seen as dangerous tracks as well. So, gotta go racing here, and as we see some new faces here at the front, this time for here in Riverside. Let's go over the starting lineup. All right, so row 1, you have the 54 of Zevel, the pole sitter, and the 53 of King Barnabas to his left side. Then you have one of Zevel's drivers, 23 of Lynn, and the 62 of David Kreutz. Quadruped in the 45, and Gaming Freak in the 8. Ebenezer Splooge in the 46, and Deuce Cash Nevis in the 19, two teammates there. Slinky in the 21, and the 13 of Patrick Starr. The 4 of Billy Parker, and the 25 of Thunder, the highest highest qualifying chase contender. 99 of Pendry McHarold, and the 65 of Monster. The 11 of Red, and the 32 of Exo. 40 of Drifting Strikers, and the 17 of Max Molina. 68 of Zach, and the 7 of Lappy Menace. The 26 of Floppa, and the 22 of Hero. And then two teammates here, the 63 of Landon and Moth in his final race for Hefty to his left side. And you have Truex Fan and Connor in the next row. Behind them, you have Brick and Beal. Mark in the 3 and Aiden Walker in the 93. Patrick Miller in the 12 and Jessica in the 55. 28 a Nickname and the 5 of Legends. The 90 of Matthew Hill and the 78 of Quad Kid Boy, two chase contenders there. And then you have the 74 of Kyle in the Tim Richmond tribute, and the 15 of Kenyon. And you have the 10 of NASCAR Fan in the 82 of Lucky, two teammates there towards the back. And making his Fanta Cup Series debut is the 52 of Ev after DNQing last week, and Chase Clyde in the 24.
So there's a few storylines that I kind of want to touch on going into this race. Two drivers, maybe even three actually. We'll start with Kyle in the 74. He's starting near the back in the Tim Merchant tribute. Of course, he's running this because this was one of Tim Merchant's best tracks back in the day. Kyle's actually been really good on these road courses this season. He, of course, won at Watkins Glen at the end of the regular season, and he finished second last week at Road America. So he's gonna be one to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Kyle, obviously leading the championship standings right now, as he has been for a while this season, and he has really been the dark horse going into the end of the chase, and he still is trying to keep that consistency up. Maybe starting from the back this time around, but this is Riverside, and craziness can happen, and he may capitalize on it.
There's two other guys that I want to point out, and they're actually just behind him. The two Fords of NASCAR Fan and Lucky. Lucky, of course, won the Shell race yesterday, and then his teammate NASCAR Fan actually won this race a season ago. So two other guys I want to keep my eyes on.
Yep, and as you said, Lucky after winning the Shell race yesterday may have some luck on his side. No pun intended there, definitely. But then NASCAR Fan running the same sponsor he did last season when he won this race, Smithfield. So let's see if that gives him a little boost of confidence there. But new faces on the front row, Zevel and King Barnabas. Both these guys have been running very consistent lately.
I will say it's not unfamiliar seeing Zevel at the front. We've seen him qualify on pole a couple times. It's just he hasn't been able to get a good result from it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he has the most DNFs of any driver this season, Zevel does. And that being 8 DNFs. And after we've only run 20 races so far? So that's about almost a 50% DNF chance. So he's looking to get rid of that stat and try and boost his confidence and maybe go out and win another race.
I mean, we're getting near the end of the season. Some of these guys are looking forward to next season and may want to start building some momentum up for that. But we'll see.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very stacked field next season, that's for sure. So these guys trying to prepare for that and get as much confidence as they possibly can to be ready for it.
Of course, some guys won't be in the field next season. We know David Kreutz isn't returning, King Barnabas. Some of these guys don't even have plans. But hoping to see them at least in some capacity next season, no matter what series it is.
Yeah, and King Barnabas, he is really impressed, but he just cannot find a ride for next season. So.
Well, actually, I think he's running for Ole Miss Rebels Racing in the Truck Series next season.
Oh, I was talking about the Cup Series, but I should have specified that. But he definitely is Cup worthy, and I think that he deserves another chance. But he's done really well for filling in for the suspended Monaco, and yeah, really has shown some great results in that situation.
Let's get down to the green flag. Well,
yep. We have about a minute before these guys start to roll. Because once we hit the 5-minute mark, we will go and start pacing.
How many laps we got on par for today?
Yeah. 50 laps here today at Riverside. And that might seem like a lot for a road course, but this is not really that big of a racetrack if you really think about it. Because if you look at the info here, almost 2.5 miles of a road course, and you see that you see a lot more than that and on any normal road course, kind of like Road America. Road America is a lot bigger than Riverside and has a lot of slower corners. I think the only slower corners that we're going to be seeing here is all the way up maybe I think somewhere around turn 5 or turn 7, maybe turn 8. And yeah.
Drivers,
start your engine. While these guys are pacing, let's take a look at the chase standings, because these are going to be, some of these are going to be very crucial. I mean, Kyle's got a very big points lead right now over second place in points, Thunder.
Yep.
I'm trying to do my math here. See how far the gap is. 28 points between Thunder and Kyle going into this race.
Kyle's just been unstoppable for in this chase so far, and I think everyone's main goal while they're in that chase is to stop that 74, who has been on an absolute tear. But he's starting very way further back. But
I don't think we've seen Kyle in traffic on a road course, especially as far back as it is. So definitely give me something, like I said, to watch earlier.
Yeah, and also with that poor effort in qualifying, I think he and Chad Canals, they have built a very great race car, and I think we've seen them charge up from the back of the field before. So I think these other case contenders are going to have to watch out for that.
I mean, if I'm somebody like Thunder, I would be praying for probably Kyle to have one of the worst days he could have, maybe even wreck out if that's even possible.
But also, Thunder has to be careful of his car, and also make sure that he doesn't get into any incidents as well, because he needs all these points.
That's what you can say about all these chase contenders. Hell, even everybody that's racing today. We've seen what Riverside can do.
I mean, last season, even ask Quad Kidboy and Quadruped, they had a very well-known incident last season.
Oh yeah, very. And Quadruped returns to this racetrack starting in, I believe that is P5, and what an effort in qualifying after being at a track that basically took a few races off of them in last season. So this track is one of the most narrow and very tough road courses that the schedule has to offer.
One of the things I just noticed, actually, just looking at the top 5, 3 of the 423.7 cars are starting in the top 5.
That is true. Great day for those guys in qualifying.
So maybe some speed finally being shown here. But
I'll tell you what, Lynn also filling in for Bias Philly fan as another fill-in driver. She has been on a tear as well, finishing P3 in Road America last week.
Only behind Kyle and Ebenezer, who actually went on to win that race.
Yes. But here we go. Off of turn 11, pace car is in.
And
gonna
we
lead him.
are green.
Green flag. King Barnabas gets the advantage over Zevel as they fan out 3 wide, almost into turn 2. Zevel on the inside, King Barnabas on the outside. Yep, he hits the strips and hit those tire strips. And Davis Kreutz trying to go through on Zevel as well.
Look at Lynn trying to get by Zevel. Zevel drops to 3rd already.
David Kreutz up the racetrack. Those guys on the outside might be vulnerable in this hairpin. Looks like everyone goes through clean.
Mostly everybody looks to have gone through clean.
Yep. Still side by side. You see Ebenezer, Deuce Castroneves, 2 teammates started the same row side by side down the straightaway there. But now it's King Barnabas leading. David Kreutz trying to go on the inside of Lynn, which now is going to become the outside into turn 11. But Lynn drops in front of him.
Yeah, 23-11 drops into 2nd and 3rd, but it does not seem to matter as Barnabas is going to lead the first lap here.
Thunder being stuck on the outside of, that's Red and Monster there. But now he's going to have the inside into turn 1 here.
Might be what Thunder needs. They see Pendray now in the 99.
Yep, Thunder clears that 11.
I think I seen
now
3
Drifting
wide
Strikers.
back there.
Yeah, Drifting Strikers trying to fall in pursuit, and they are 3 wide. Heroes into the dirt.
22.
Oh, he's in the dirt again.
Heroes all over the place.
Oh, and his teammate really had to lift there. That's his boss as well, Brick. These guys still trying to scoot through. And I tell you, when this track is tricky for these drivers, it really is.
It's just very tight corners, maybe even some blind corners these guys aren't really prepared for.
Yeah, especially that when you're going uphill through the S's, all the way into the heavy braking zone, and then after that, you have another slow turn as we head through turn 10 up into turn 11, the final corner. Bailey Parker making a pass on Patrick Starr there. Now Slinky plans to go on the inside, very close to the corner panel of Patrick Starr there. But Patrick looks like he's going to have the inside in turn 1 and clears to 21.
21 might lose another spot to the 65 into the wall he goes.
Yep, Slinky into the wall. Now here comes his boss, the 25 with Thunder on the outside. Maybe at a disadvantage here into the hard braking zone, but Thunder looks like he's gonna have the nose ahead and clears the 21 around the outside.
Yeah, that wall hit from the 21 dropped him 3 spots right there.
Yep. And I think he was just willing to give that spot up to his boss, who yeah, as we know, team orders could work here, especially at a very dangerous and tight road course like this. Drifting Strikers making up some positions here. Gets around the 32 of EXO. And is only 4 spots behind that 25. Then we look to Zach, who's side by side with Max Molina into turn 11. Once again here. And Zach looks like he'll obtain the spot. And then you have Moff in his last race for Hefty running pretty decent, 22nd place. I think he's gonna have these the points that he needs. Bailey Parker looks like he's tapped the wall as well. Looks like some right side damage on the 4 car there. Gets passed by the 65. Now he'll be under pressure from the 25 here.
54's caught the 53 for the lead.
Yup. This could be the ensuing battle for the lead here.
See who's got the better straight line speed.
Zevel looks like he's gonna have draft down the straightaway, which could play an advantage, especially for a long straightaway like this.
Just needs a good entry here. Looks like Barnabas kind of pulled out right there.
Looks like Zevel, he gets a better arc down to the corner. Barnabas looks like he gets a better exit. Still leading across the line, but Zevel is not leaving his sights.
Zevel will do anything to get a win.
I think so. And look at this, all these tricky S's, and then you go uphill, and then into two sharp corners, and then you go uphill into this heavy braking zone. It's so hard I bet it's so hard to control your car through there. That's why we see so many passes being made here. Drivers slip up and make mistakes, and that opens the door for other drivers, and that's what makes this track so unique. And Zevel looks like he's a little bit closer than last time to King Barnabas.
Battle for 11th place, 25 in the 4 back there.
Oh, yes. 25 looks like he's taking advantage of the 4's damage there.
Oh, the 4 and the 21. Looks like they were going to get into a battle right there.
Looks like they are. Two of these guys have damage from, I believe, hitting the wall on the exit of turn 1. But Slinky goes through as well as does Thunder.
So it looks pretty much the exact same on both cars there.
And looks like it's been a pretty calm start, but we have so much racing to go.
It's only lap 6, 50 laps around this road course.
Exactly. Quadruped on the back bumper of Gaming Freak looks like he's going to have a go down into this heavy braking zone.
We can get underneath him here. That's 5th place.
And he clears them for that 5th spot. Another thing I noticed, 3 of these drivers inside the top 10 are fill-in drivers for drivers who, I don't know, maybe had some controversies and got suspended or just left the server in general. But
Wow.
it's great to see them all doing great. Like Gaming Freak, who didn't have a ride this season, filling in for Outlaw.
Of course, we know Gaming Freak will be driving for that team next season. He's going to be driving the 88 car.
Yep.
Glad to see what he can do full-time once again.
And also you see Ebenezer Splooge, another fill-in driver for Jaden, actually fighting with him. Ebenezer Splooge, he has been very consistent in the Shell Series. Obviously, this Shell season, not to his liking, but whoa, Gaming Freak gets loose.
Yeah, but you were going to say he has 2 cup wins, one with 5 Hour Energy at Atlanta, and
Oh,
he has
Gaming
one
Freak's
last
the wall.
week.
See, that's what I talk about this heavy braking zone. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, that's what I talk about. This heavy braking zone is one of the corners to watch. You can slip up and it'll really come back to bite you.
Exactly.
And that's made a lot of cars catch up to this ongoing battle. As now Ebenezer Splooge to the inside of his teammate.
And that will be his future ride next season. Actually, Castro Neves and Ebenezer are basically switching rides next season.
Yep.
Ebenezer heading to the 19. Castro Neves heading to Jaden's 46 team. Well, what was, I should say.
But it might be renumbered. Actually, has that been announced yet?
No, I don't think it has.
Okay. But it may or may not be renumbered, but time will tell.
65, still trying to get by his fellow Canadian brethren. 8,
Yep.
That's for 7th place.
They're trying to get up into the mix of this as well.
Yeah, Thunder, one of those chase guys, just hanging right outside the top 10.
I mean, he barely slots in front of his driver, Slinky, and I don't think we've had one incident this entire race.
Kind of surprising, to be honest with you. Had a wreck yet. Seems to be most of the chase drivers are struggling to find their the setup here. I mean, Kyle especially, I'm kind of surprised he's hanging in the back still.
Yeah, he's only gained 4 spots ever since the green flag dropped. But then again, this track can get very tough to pass, as we see. Looks like some damage on the 12 of Patrick Miller there.
I think I see damage on the 15 further back as well.
No.
Well, I thought I seen it far angle, but whatever.
But still, they're still battling on track, which is also this the product that this track produces.
Mm-hmm.
Two teammates, Red and BP, side by side, both on Matt Kenseth Racing.
Both still in search of their first ever win.
Yep. And one's a rookie, one's not. Looks like King Barnabas has started to kind of pull away from the 54 of Zebel as well.
I mean, also can't really put in. You can't forget the fact that pit stops could also be a factor throughout the race. Varying strategies could cycle people in front of other people. You never know.
Yes, that is true. And also that would it also might be a crash during those pit stops that might put out a caution and change everything. But also, as you said, some of these guys these chase guys are struggling. Some are moving forward, as you see Brick and Jessica going by Brandon Beal. Brick clears Beal. Jessica's trying to go around the outside. Decides to move there, but it will not work.
You see Landon now trying to get to the 55 of Jessica.
But Jessica slots in front of him as she dips a few tires into the dirt.
You see Mark and Quad and a few other chase drivers nickname too. I seen for him. They're also still back there.
See Kyle and Kenyon back there as well.
And Matthew Hill. But I see Matthew Hill's had a mostly upstart to the chase. He won Chicagoland, as we know. He had a pretty good run at Gateway going as well.
Yeah, until late in the race he crashed. Looks like there's a lot of jockeying for position back here. Looks like Mob's got a little bit of damage on the rear end. Not sure what that's from, but I don't think it'll harm him, but just a little bit of a hole in the back end there, where a decollete in the back bumper is.
Shouldn't harm the 75 too badly.
Looks like Lynn's trying to go to the inside of her boss Zebel, but it doesn't work. Zebel's really kind of dropped back ever since he lost a lead from that from the 53.
I mean, maybe Zebel's just trying to save up his stuff for later. I mean, it's still only lap 11.
That it could be true. Look at all this. Everybody's just jockeying position.
Yeah, you see Mark Quad in the middle of it.
And as we know, if it gets too aggressive, then there could be a massive crash like we saw last season. Now we have 40 to go. Halfway lap will be the end of 25.
Mm-hmm. Barnabas went to lead 11th lap of the race. He's not lost the lead once since he took it.
What I've noticed after the top 5 are all almost within a second and a half of each other, but then you got these guys who are about 4 seconds behind 5th.
I mean, these guys, I guess, are in their own little league of their own. I don't know.
There's a lot of battling. Just set them back, maybe.
65 trying to catch up to the 46. That's going to be the 7th place battle, it looks like.
65 sends it in deep. 46 gets the better drive off. Let's take a little tour with you through this. Oh, Slinky looks like he's come down to pit road. So this could be a sign of the first pit stops today.
It is lap 12. I would assume that they're coming up pit window anytime
Actually,
now.
Lynn's going up high, which I think that means they're going to come into pit here.
Yeah, they are.
Yep,
Barnabas and Zebel are coming in.
Lynn stays out.
What I was talking about, varying pitch strategies.
Thunder comes in. And some other guys stay out. Lynn, Ebenezer, Gaming Freak, Red. A lot of cars coming on pit road. And now, we do know that some of these guys could get held up in their stalls. So that it may benefit or may not benefit some other drivers. Thunder gets out ahead of the 4 Billy Parker, who fixes damage. Now Croy's trying to get ahead of Zevel on the exit of pit road. Zevel chops him. Oh, Chase Clyde
the 24's
spins
in the wall.
into the wall. He gets it
green.
going. No caution.
I think the 82 was with him when that happened as well.
Let's take a replay.
We know both the MKRs, they have quite the history together, dating back to Dover.
Yep. Looks like, did Chase just get loose? Yeah, he got loose.
Yeah, the 82 didn't even touch him.
Yeah. 82 didn't touch him, and the 24 got loose entering the corner, and once he hit that wall, kind of sent his car into a little slide there, but he managed to get it back going and rejoins the track.
Said still green, no caution.
Yep.
But some of these guys have fresher tires.
Yep, that 24 looks like he has a hefty amount of damage there to the left side of his Logitech Chevy.
Try and nurse it back around, of course.
Yep. And now, I think Zevel will come out with the with second place, as King Barnabas will still lead, as everyone else is on pit road.
See what happens here with these guys.
Lynn, I think, will get out in the lead of this pit cycle.
She will.
It looks like May get the race lead.
I don't know about that one.
I'm not sure. Looks like some of these guys may or may not have paid off strategy.
13's in the dirt, so is the 25.
25's under pressure from the 11 on the exit of the pits there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where everyone cycles after this set of pit stops here. There's big dirt being kicked up.
This could put some guys in spots we haven't seen before.
Agreed.
25 trying to get by the 13. That is, I believe, for a top 10 spot, I believe.
Yeah. I think it might be. Side by side down this very long straightaway. And I think this I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I think this 25, he's shown results over the past few weeks, but I don't think it's been enough to get himself ahead of that 74, as the 8 looks like he's very slow getting up to speed.
I mean, he was one of those guys that were on pit road later than the 25, so...
That's going to put the 13 back to the outside. 25 gets ahead. 13 goes onto the rumble strips.
Oh,
and Zevel to the inside of Lynn.
Trying to get second back from his teammate.
Yep. And looks like he will get the spot.
Zevel
off of turn
clear.
9. Gray's trying to get into this battle as well.
These 23-11 guys seem to be, 23-7 guys seem to be very strong, I should say.
Patrick Starr back to the inside of the 25. Still side by side into the last corner, turn 11. And Patrick Starr gets ahead for that 10th spot.
I mean, and I think got ahead of the 46.
Yes. And, oh yeah, he did actually make up that position. Didn't see that. But, 46 goes into the dirt. I feel like one of these times, someone's going to go into the dirt and then come back on and get turned. And that would not be good, because as you look at these guys up here, there's these hills on the left, as you see, like, kind of banked hills. If you go full speed into that sideways, your car will go flying into the air. And
I feel like we've seen that last season. Somebody was in the dirt and they came and caused a wreck.
Yeah, that was actually the 2 quads last season. I think you were talking about.
Yeah, look at the stark contrast this season. Quadruped actually running in 5th, trying to go for 4th right here, actually.
I think Lynn's not firing off that well after her pit stop.
Yeah, that might be.
Quad stuck on the outside. Kreutz on the inside of Lynn. Now that'll turn to the inside for Lynn.
Quadruped gonna follow the 62. That's an interesting choice.
Ooh, got really tight because of that. But Kreutz is still on the inside of Lynn. This battle is not over yet.
32
Lynn gets put
into
on the
dirt.
rumble strips. Now 45, her teammate is going to try to look for that spot. Kreutz goes very wide. As yes, the 19 has joined the battle, but the 45 is going to be put on the outside once again.
19 might send it into the inside right here, the 45.
Yeah, and yeah, he was too far back. But they're still side by side entering turn 10. Going into turn 11.
45 still right behind his teammate. Not sure what Quadruped has in mind. Ooh.
He's going to send the 62 up the track. Almost gets into him.
Gonna get by him, though.
Great pass by Quadruped there. Now these 4 are up in a battle of their own. As King Barnabas has almost a 2-second advantage over Zevel.
And if Barnabas doesn't get if we go caution-free this whole race, I think Barnabas is gonna win it. Oh,
I don't think that's gonna. I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but we'll see.
I mean, he's already got a 2-second gap on Zevel. I mean, can't really deny it, but then again, never know what can happen.
Yeah, I mean, one caution is gonna break that 2-second lead and cause some maybe cause some havoc on the restart. We saw in the shell race last night. And that's exactly what happened.
Coming to lap 20, time by for the 53 of Barnabas.
Looks like the top 10 are all just kind of sitting with each other. Not really making passes, but they're just, I think just saving their stuff up maybe, waiting for caution. Who knows?
Yep.
Looks like Matthew's got some damage on the left side there. Trying to get a good view. Yeah, that left side's pushed in.
Yeah, so he probably hit the wall or something. I'm not sure what he could have did.
And Kyle has not moved up any spots.
This is really crucial for the points if Kyle stays back there this entire run, especially with how good Thunder's running. He's 11th right now.
Yeah, Thunder doesn't have any issues. He could take the points lead after this race if he finishes like this.
I mean, he could even close in that points gap too, if he doesn't get the...
Let's see how many spots the difference is. Let's see. So Thunder's in 11th.
Points.
And Kyle's all the way back in 46. That's a lot more than... That is actually 28 points.
So it could be a tie if it stays like this.
If it does stay like this, this will be a tie.
But if Thunder gains any more spots or Kyle drops back anymore, then, well, Thunder's going to get that points lead.
So right now, the cars that Kyle is fighting, going back here, are the 52, the 12, and it looks like the 10. Oh, we got the third that's Landon.
That's 63, he's slow.
And it looks like he'll make it to pit road.
I mean, Landon stayed out of the way, but something wrong with the 63, it looks like.
Suspension, looks like, on that 63 has gone. And now definitely sending him back. And he'll get service to his machine.
I think that's actually another spot for the 74, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yes. Yeah, it is. So if it were to finish like this, Kyle would have the lead by one singular point, unless Thunder can make a pass on Patrick Starr and Gaming Freak here.
Yep. You guys seen a battle between the 19 and the 62 up there? That was for 5th place.
Yep.
We're looking back at this. $65 gonna send that first corner. He's got to run. I see some. I thought I seen. Oh yeah, there is smoke.
Oh, from where?
I did see it in that first corner there.
Hang on.
Going by the S's.
Looks like everyone's still kept it going.
Oh, the 10's got some damage.
Yeah, I think he might have. I'm not sure what that's from. It was right. It was right around here, right? Yeah, it was right around here.
And NASCAR fans got damage to the left side, so I'm gonna assume that might have been him.
Trying to locate the exact spot of that smoke or that dust that was kicked up. Trying to go to helicopter. Yeah, helicopter would tell a better story.
Don't think it could have been from the 46.
No, I'm just trying to locate the exact spot of where that smoke was. It was around here.
It was in the S's. Yeah.
That's strange. Oh, it might have been on this lap. Coming down here. No, it's down the straightaway. And through the S's here. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what happened, but I think it looks like someone might have run wide and get into the dirt there.
Yeah, most likely.
There's King Barnabas on the exit of that of the slow corner there, and he still leads.
You see Landon, he's back out on the racetrack.
Oh yeah, behind the 4 leaders, but he is a lap down. So right now he just needed caution.
Yeah, that's the only benefit. I mean, he's the only car a lap down, so he's hoping for a caution, but Barnabas isn't hoping for a caution.
Yeah, especially with the lead he's got. He's led almost every single lap of this race. Talk about domination.
He's led all but one lap, which was led by Landon.
Oh, Zach's in the fence.
Zach's around.
And that will be the caution. Wow. We were just talking about the possibilities of a yellow, and there it is. Now, this is great for Landon to get back on the lead lap, but this is bad news if you're King Barnabas here.
Barnabas was dominating the whole run up to this
point.
point.
Oh, Kyle's out. Kyle's out of the race. Kyle's out of the race. What?
Kyle's out. This is crucial for points.
Unbelievable. What just happened? We saw smoke in the S's, and I think we might have located the situation here. Because once we were just looking at the why there's smoke. Actually, no, the smoke was still there, so it did not happen here. Oh, I think I might have I think I might know what happened here. So it looks like I think Zach might have got spun on the exit of turn 9 here, or turn 8.
Oh, nickname's right there too. Oh,
Exo slammed the wall, and
Brick comes down and then forces him down into nickname.
Yeah, and then Zach gets spun into the gravel and tries to rejoin, but ends up failing in doing so. So that causes the caution. But then Kyle had a completely separate issue that put him out of the race. Something with the engine on that 74.
And this is actually, and if you're any fan of the 25 right now, this is what you want to see with 74 to the garage.
For sure. And Kyle running the Tim Richmond tribute for one of his best tracks might have just cursed him here. And this changes everything. And I think everyone's gonna pit here under this caution. Zach's still getting his car towed back to the pit lane so they can try and make repairs there. Try and get pushed back to the racetrack. And we're coming up on halfway. So I think this caution might just throw a wrench into the race here.
Thunder, do you think there's any way we can just sim in?
Do you have to go soon?
Well, it's getting close to 4 o'clock.
Yes, we will once we, well, good news for you. After these guys pit, it'll be 1 to green. Because it's a road course. That's how NR works. But let's see who have the upper hand.
Somebody stayed out. Somebody stayed out.
Oh. Oh, that's a 55 who stayed out. 55 and Jessica stays out on the racetrack. And Zach's back on the track. But he, I think, will be a lap down. He is a lap down, but Landon will get the free pass. Hunter's out of his box behind Patrick Starr, behind NASCAR Fan. I think NASCAR Fan might have taken 2 tires, but to see how that works on this coming restart. But I got you, Monster.
Awesome. So it's gonna be Jessica and Barnabas. What a front row this is gonna be.
Yes.
So Landon will get the free pass because Zach, I also noticed lap down, but he was involved in the caution. So.
Indeed. But now, I think as long as Thunder stays in one of the spots he is and just keeps his car clean, then he will take the points lead. But here we go. Coming back to our first restart, and it will be on the halfway lap. So after this lap, the race is official. Here we go. Oh, NASCAR Fan's down pit road. But green flag is out. So
something
an issue
wrong
on
with
the
10,
10.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm not sure. An issue with the 10, but he's down pit road. And Landon will get his lap back. Wait, did he not drop? He didn't drop to the end of the field. Yeah, he didn't drop to the tail end of the field. Yeah, he's not getting his lap back. But yeah, they're jockeying for position on the restart. David Kreutz way up high, almost into the wall.
13 right there. 46.
Yep. Sends it in on the 62. 25 sends it in on the 46.
65 trying to get underneath the 45. There's passes going around everywhere.
And Jessica is the leader.
Talk about Jessica being public enemy #1. She's trying to go for her second win of the season right here.
But also she stayed out. How would that affect her on fuel strategy? I think she's coming to pit.
Yep, she is.
Yep.
She's coming to pit. So Jessica is now in the pits. That'll give King Barnabas the race lead.
But the question is now, does staying out later help the 55 when it comes to pitting near the end?
I'm not sure if she can make it though. From this point on, I'm not sure if she can make it. We got some dirt kicked up in the S's there. Looks like no cars off.
And how about Thunder P9? He needs to keep this run going. He wants to get that championship lead.
Stuck on the outside of Amnesia here. Oh, he's in the fence. He's in the fence and he's around. 25 is around.
And that slows up to 15 and everybody else behind him.
So that good run for Thunder may have just cost him here. Moff's in the dirt. Moff is in the gravel.
And Moff drops to the tail end because of the 25 holding him up.
Now they're 3 wide here.
And as soon as we say something about Thunder having a great run, he drops.
Yep.
Spinning out. I mean, not all hope is lost. Could gain a few more points.
Oh, they're 3 wide though.
Is blast.
Kenyon almost up into Thunder there. That is a stricken 25 car though.
Yeah, he's dropping a lot of spots now.
Just trying to hang on to it. Still sticking to the inside of Ev. He's gonna get into him. Thunder gets into Ev, and they're into the grass, and he's around again.
Second time in 2 laps, the 25 is spun around in that exact corner.
Looks like the 52 cut down on him there, and now that damage is even worse. Boy, what a turn of events.
Don't forget the 52 is the 74's teammate, so
yeah,
maybe some team orders going on there.
No surprise. And I can't get my keyboard. I don't know where my keyboard charger is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Hold on. You're gonna be seeing my car for a few more seconds.
Lap 28 coming to lap 29. So it's still the 54 of Zevel leading over. Oh wait, Zevel's the leader.
Zevel's at the lead.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I thought Barnabas was in the lead, but I guess not now.
Zevel took the lead.
This could be Zevel's rebound race. The race he's been waiting for. I mean, 23.7 seems to have some of the fastest cars on the track today. But Barnabas ain't going away just yet.
Yeah, he's right there.
And remember, Barnabas has had a strong car all race. He's led most of the laps up to this point. Here we come to the problematic corner.
Yep.
You get through. Fine. $19 going for third.
Yep. On a 23. Doesn't take the position. 25 is dropped all the way back to 34th. That's not what he needed. And I don't think he's going to take the points lead.
Yeah, because now he's within where Kyle wants him to be. Because Kyle DNF'd and Thunder's not too far ahead of him. At least in the results.
I mean, it would still cut the points lead down, but not by a lot.
I mean, really, any spot Thunder gets would cut the points lead, but right now it's not looking like too much, given where he's at. It'll be 20 laps to go this time for the 54 of Zevel.
Yep, 54 leading the 53, and Zevel, I think that time took advantage of the restart.
Yep, he most definitely did. I mean, Barnabas probably would have been still pulling away if it wasn't for that caution.
And you know how mad that 25 is going to be at I don't even know if the 52 and the 74, I think there's been some radio communications coming in.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, could be some team orders going on there. They are
Maybe.
teammates after all.
And we're coming to 20 to go. Barnabas sends it into the turn 11.
Yep.
Now at
Barnabas.
this point, if you're in the 25 position, I don't think you care about where you finish at all. You just want to get as many positions as you can to cut the 74's championship lead. But now he's losing spots.
But third place, who's actually the highest running chase driver right now in the field?
It would be Strikers, who's in 12th.
Strikers, currently 5th in points. He actually really needed a good race. He's over a race worth of points.
Yes.
Actually, he might not be. Hold on. Actually, Strikers needed to make up 40 points on Kyle.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna make up a ton of points, but I don't think he's gonna make up that many.
Actually, because Kyle's 42nd, Strikers is 12th, Kyle is 42nd. So he needs to get at least a second or better to at least get to Kyle in points.
Yeah.
But he's gonna at least trim the margin down a bit where he's finished, where he's running.
I have to save the halfway replay, but there we go.
Lynn's catching Barnabas now for second.
He's trying to, so he's gonna send it in.
These Toyotas I've noticed are also really quick. Not just 23.7, but I've noticed that Trixan Racing's got some pretty fast hot rods out here. Casper Neva's running up in the top 5, and Patrick Starr for X Factor Motorsports up there in 7th.
Indeed. That's Quadruped's driver just behind him.
Of course, we know Daniel Boyles was the original driver, but Patrick Starr, who's actually going to be driving for that team next season, going to run the remainder of the races in that car.
As Lynn's side by side with King Barnabas here down the straightaway. Gonna ride on board, see if she can hang on to it.
Lynn may have the advantage going into this final corner right here.
She's gonna still be down there.
And Lynn's gonna get the spot. Casper Neves, where's he gonna go?
She's gonna go behind the 53. 53 might send it in.
Yeah, he is. 65 trying to send in, so is the 19. Look at the 65 getting up in here. He's trying to get the inside of the 65.
Oh! Whoa, that was close.
The
that
19
was close.
just chopped the 65 off, it looked like.
Yeah, it was all about an accordion effect there.
Sure.
And that could have ended in someone going over the hills and destroying their cars. Man, that was almost ugly. But Lynn's now in second.
The 54 is pulling away from his teammate. This could be all Zevel needs right here. If we don't get a yellow. See, he's got a pretty decent gap. Lap 34. Coming to 16 to go this time by.
And they're still jockeying for position.
Yeah, they are.
But anyway, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I don't know if we touched on this earlier in the broadcast. I think we did, but Zevel, he's actually had the most DNFs of any driver this season. Could you imagine what this win could do for Zevel going into next season, trying to build some momentum after the horrible season he's had?
I agree. And honestly, this is going to be the best confidence booster for Zevel and 23-7 Racing with their cars 1, 2, and also almost all of them running in 3 of their 4 running inside the top 10.
I mean, they're adding in Arthur, so I'm thinking, seeing how they're looking next season, I'm thinking they're set up for success.
I
in
agree.
future seasons.
The season is just, it's kind of fell apart for them at some points, but now I think they're starting to get their stuff together, and really it's just falling into the right places for them. So I think they might be, by some they're considered the worst Toyota team in the league, but I think there's greatness coming for them.
I mean, they already got a win back at Richmond with biased Philly fan.
Yep, and the replacement driver for him after he dipped is Lynn,
who's going to be driving the 32, whose Exo's retiring after the next weeks. Can't believe we're almost at the end of the season. Just thinking about that. Only has 6 more weeks left. Zevel about to lead them to 15 more laps here in the Apple 150 at Riverside.
Yep. There's Ev in the 52 there. Some dirt being kicked up there.
I mean, there are some guys I'm looking out for. I think Jessica being one of them. I mean, she did stay out under that caution.
Yeah, this could be fuel strategy to the end here.
Question is, though, if Jessica can get the lead because of her strategy, how long can she stretch it for is the real question at that point. Because she could stretch it till the end and get that win, but then again, at the same time, you don't know.
And I think without a caution, I think the 54 might have it, but you got to think fuel strategy. We had fuel strategy last race, and I think these guys cannot make it to the end. So I think we might be starting to see pit stops soon enough. You see some guys pulling up. Yes, I was correct.
You were right, indeed, Thunder. Some of these guys staying out, some of them coming in.
And I think this will be the money stop.
And this group being led by the 53 of Barnabas. Let's see what these guys can pull out of their hat. I noticed Jessica coming in.
Yep.
So maybe trying to play it smart just in case.
And I think Thunder, he's just gonna have to get repairs to that damage as much as he can and hope and pray for a caution.
I mean, Thunder's just gonna have to try and limp it home.
Yeah.
Because all he needs is just a good finish ahead
of
the 70.
There's a stop on pit road.
The 93
that might bring out a
56.
caution.
They're
That's gonna bring out a caution.
Field.
Well, they all kept going, but wow, what was that?
The 93 stopped right in front of the 56 and held up the entire field on pit road.
He was trying to get out. He was trying to get out of his box or something, but then he just, I don't know. That was so bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen that at Riverside before.
Well, I mean, it's the first.
But yeah,
that held
big
up
time.
quite a bit. That held up quite a bit of guys that probably didn't need to be held up.
Yeah, that could be crucial. Now here's the rest coming down pit road. Zevel, the leader's on pit road. NASCAR fan as well.
So who's going to cycle out to the lead here? Because I think Barnabas might get ahead with his strategy.
Definitely could, but I think Zevel will be on the fresher tires. Because you've seen that play into a factor as well.
Keep an eye on that 53.
Yep. Now 23-7 cars are out of the pits. And I think Zevel will get ahead of the 53 here. But
here they come.
He is going quickly.
They get ahead.
Yup, he's going to be ahead. There's a lot of dirt kicked up. Oh, Quadruped's in the dirt. So it's a 26. And with that, I think I don't know, we might see a crash in these last few laps, but that could cause a caution overtime restart. But Zevo looks like he's got out ahead, but not without company.
His teammate Lynn right there hounding him for the lead. But how about this? Another Toyota is up here. Castro Neves is in third.
Yep. And what was supposed to be his final season for Truex Fan Racing, but now it's going to be the complete opposite. He's trying to get some performances in and prepare for next season, try and make the chase.
I mean, he's probably. I mean, I feel like this is kind of a learning curve kind of season for him. I mean,
yeah,
his first season in the Gen 6 is we only seen him in the Gen 7 car, obviously. But
yeah, that's where his 3 wins came.
Hopefully next season will be better. Like I said, probably just a learning kind of season for him in that car.
Yep. Thunder's in
Mostly
37th.
Yep. Mostly everybody's just trying to get the hang of this car because he didn't have it last season, of course.
Molina, Hero to the in kind of battle into the hard braking zone, turn 9 or turn 8.
28 right there on the 22.
Oh.
Nickname actually third in the standings. I don't know where he's running right now.
He is running. It counts him in 18th spot.
Yeah, if he can get a few more positions, which I don't know if he can, that might bring him closer to battle as well.
Battle for the points lead, yes. But I think we still could. I think there's a high chance that we get a caution. I'm not sure, but something makes me feel that way.
We'll see. We're closing up on 11 to go right here when Zev will cross the line.
He's going to go up the racetrack and get to the inside of the 17.
That's his teammate. That's going to be another spot for the 28.
If he can pull it around the outside into turn 1, it's a risky move. He's still there.
He was closer to the wall than the 17 was. That was a very risky move.
I think he's got the spot. Yes, he does. Now he's lap the medicine to this battle.
Yeah, and the 5 legends there, Brick and the 2.
Yep.
Zach, I'm pretty sure is a lapper still racing with these guys.
Here's dudes to the outside of the 53 here.
65 right there in the middle of it, behind these guys.
Yep. 19 drops in behind the 53. Will he go for a move into their braking?
See, but these guys, will they have anything for those two 23-7 cars?
Oh, they're about to battle, I think. Look at Castro Neves, so close to the wall, trying to get as much speed as he can through those corners.
I feel like the 65 just laying back, waiting to see if these guys pull any mistakes here.
Looks like, never mind. Zevel's still ahead of Lynn. Lynn trying to close in.
Seeing this corner been a nail biter for some drivers, but not there in that instance.
Oh, big damage!
And
that's gonna be a caution. Huge damage to those drivers.
This changes everything, folks.
And the yellow is out, and Patrick Miller and Lucky are destroyed.
Did Patrick flip?
Big
There's damage to the top. Did he flip?
Yeah, he might have.
What happened?
The 82 is ahead of the 12, so what happened here?
Ooh.
Oh, the 56.
No, I'm not. Oh, let's see.
I mean, he was side by.
Oh, this might have been reminiscent of last season. Oh, yep, the 12. Oh, he got into him. He got into him.
Sent him. Oh, man.
Oh, no. And up the racetrack. Oh, my gosh. It is reminiscent of last season.
Fucking hell.
Jeez. Into the the 82 is just running his line, and the 12 I guess misjudged it, and then into the rear and left rear and up the banking. Both of them get into the guardrail and just get launched. We were talking about this pre-race and how this is one of the most dangerous tracks on the circuit. and how it was going to come back to bite these drivers, and these two obviously know that now. What a wreck. This is exactly like what happened last season. Let's ride on board with the A2 here. Just some violent flips, very violent flips. Right on board with Patrick Miller here. And he already had damage before that.
Yeah, the 12 just came up. I don't know what that was.
Jeez, man. That was violent.
Well, this changes everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is gonna cause a late race restart, and yeah, I think they're still racing it back though. Patrick and both Lucky and Patrick. We're gonna have to get interviews with them if they get, because both of them have been. I think both of them are awake and alert and have climbed out of their cars under their own power.
We'll see, but Zebel brings him back to the line.
Yep, and will lead the race back.
So, I mean, what do you do now if you're the 54? Because I don't think they were anticipating a caution.
Yeah, no, not at all. They're gonna have to. I think that everyone's gonna pit here to make it on fuel. Everyone's gonna pit. I don't see why anyone would stay out unless they want to take a gamble.
I mean, it could realistically happen, but at the same time, may not.
And that crash was. I just want to say that crash is exactly like what happened last season, like the exact same crash.
Was it? Because I feel like I remember Quadruped getting hit by another driver and came back on the racetrack.
Yeah, Brick. Yeah, it was the same exact crash, minus the part where they got hit again.
Well, let's see what these guys decide to do right here.
And it looks like, yeah, well, oh no, they're staying out.
So they are
staying on the racetrack. Oh no, Connor comes in.
The 97 isn't.
Connor comes in. Let's see if anyone else goes with him.
Looks like the 97 might. Oh, the 68's coming in.
68's going in.
93's got some damage.
93. Oh yeah, big damage to the 93 there.
The 56, the 78, and the 3 also.
Oh wow.
Damage. What happened here?
What happened? What happened?
Probably a stack up under yellow, if I had to guess.
Oh no, I just simmed it and they already had damage. It must have been a stack up. You see, big damage to the 78 and the 15 and the 3. Wow. No wonder why they were coming down pit road.
Yeah, big damage. This is crucial for the 78 and the 3 especially, because they're running for the championship.
Let's see if they're even still in the race at this point. I think, yeah, Connor's gonna keep going. I don't think Connor didn't have damage at the start.
Yeah,
so
Connor's clean.
I think that was scheduled for Connor, but everyone else it wasn't. And we got some modifieds in the race.
Yeah, I think Connor's trying to make sure he goes to the end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna make a all these spots with that strategy, but I mean, could get him a few spots at least.
We're gonna be going back racing though.
But I mean, then again, could be useful if we go into an overtime finish, which can't count out just yet.
Yep, and we're gonna go green as the 52 and the looks like the 68 are fighting for their spot there.
I don't know what's going on there.
52 being the 52.
We're
Just
gonna
trying
be restarting with 7 to go right here.
Yep. And the 82 and the 12 are out, as everyone expected. But this restart, I think, is going to be the major turning point of this race. Can Lynn get ahead and get her first Fanta Cup Series win? Or will Zevel end that winless streak?
I mean,
here we go.
I wouldn't count out anybody else up near the front, like Barnabas, Castroneves, Monster, or Kreutz either.
Green flag. And Lynn gets the jump and goes ahead.
And Castroneves is gonna follow her.
They fan out 3 wide into the S's. 3 by 3 by 3, stacking
that was
up.
Close.
Oh, the 7 is around, and he's up and over.
I think the 2 went with him.
Again.
Oh my gosh! And the caution is out.
Not
and that's
again.
another
Once again.
chase driver.
Brick is destroyed, so is Lafayette Menace. Oh my gosh.
That was a brutal
Goodness.
impact.
We talked about it, how these restarts at the end of the race would take out some drivers.
And that was the second incident. The Penske car was in pretty much the exact same position.
Man. There's
That was
going to be a
chase one.
lot of drivers out of the medical center after this one.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
ain't that gonna... I have no idea what to say. I'm at a loss for words of what I'm witnessing right now.
This is definitely gonna be.
And Zevel gets second behind Lynn, who takes the lead to the race back.
Castroneves, and then it's gonna be Barnabas and Monster, your top 5. But
Let's take
man,
a replay of, yeah, wow. I don't think, well, I expected a crash, but not a crash that big. See Lafayette Menace forcing it 3 wide. You see 3 wide up there as well with red.
I mean, 3 wide on a restart's aggressive enough.
Yeah, and also in tight corners like the S's here.
And then it
It's
looks
not
like
gonna
he's
work.
gonna come back up in front of the 5 here.
The 5 tries to go middle as the 7 slides up the
2.
track. And the 5, they all just ran out of room. They all just ran out of room.
I think the 2 kind of forced the 5 to move up, and then the 7 was already there.
Yeah. And then both of them, the 7 slams the wall, does a full flip. Brick gets into the wall as well. Man.
I don't even know what to say. That is just terrible incident.
Violent. Very violent. And the 7 was on top of the 2. Like on his roof.
I just don't even know what to say. I mean, we've seen
Me
2
neither.
incidents like this already. I mean, I get these restarts are going to be aggressive near the end, but... Oh my gosh.
I didn't think it'd be this aggressive.
I mean, I think everyone's going to try to jockey for position and trying to get a win here. Because that's what drivers do. They put everything on the line just to win these races.
These chase drivers have a lot more to lose than everybody else out here on the racetrack.
See, right on board with the 7 here.
That's just... Gosh, that's just hard to watch.
Yeah, very violent.
Yeah, so Jarvis is starting to ask if single fault restarts next time. Bye.
Well, I'm not sure because we might get green-white checkered here. And let's try on board with the 2. And the 2's lucky he didn't end up like the 7 there.
Yep.
I mean, he took a fairly hard impact as well, but he didn't go up and over.
We'll see what the official word is here. I mean, I would have to think that they're going to go single file here at some point if this keeps up.
And the officials say that will be the case if we get one more flip. on this next restart.
That's... I don't know why they wouldn't pull the trigger right now. We've had 3 flips so far.
I mean, yeah. But
I think it's just that they need to get rid of those the hills, because think about when you go on the hills, your car is banked, like not really where it's supposed to be, and then you hit the guardrail, and then that just it's like a ramp for these cars. It's weird. Not sure how that works, but just very, very interesting.
we'll see if anybody's gonna play gambler once again this time. We're gonna get anybody staying out. Anybody gonna come in? How about drifting strikers up in the top 10?
Yep.
Remember how we were talking about his point situation? He's
Oh yeah.
got a bit of a closer gap to that second place.
Yeah.
Where he needs to be.
And like you said, if he takes second place, then he will take the points lead
Or at
over
least
Kyle.
Or he would be tied with Kyle, one of the two.
So basically, he'd need to win to gain the points lead.
Which isn't out of the realm of possibility. Really depends
Yeah.
on what restarts.
Here we go.
You know.
Let's see if these guys pit.
Coming to 5 laps to go, we'll see what these guys decide to do.
And I think they're pitting.
It looks like Lynn might be coming in here, actually.
No.
Oh, no.
Staying out. Once again.
Anybody else gonna... It looks like everybody's gonna stay out under this run here.
25's coming in. I think he's also trying to make sure that he's good on fuel, like the 97.
75.
See, I think
75's coming in too. I just saw that.
I saw the 78 as well, but they have damage.
And I think it might be fuel only for this 25. We have to see. No, he's taking
No,
tires.
I see tires.
There's a 78. The 75's on pit road with some damage.
So this restart is going to be interesting. We're going to have, I believe, 4 laps to go when we get the green flag. And these 23-11 or 23-7 guys, I get them so confused all the time. 23-7 guys are going to be at the front of the field once again. So the question is, does Zevel have the advantage? Usually the second place car is the better jump on these restarts.
Well, I think it's because also that preferred line is the inside on these restarts, and the second place drivers always had the inside when we get to those restarts, and that's what's made things interesting. So it's gonna be let's see.
I mean, really, anybody else behind them could still have a chance. It's just they're going to have to be really aggressive with what they do on the restart.
But they're going to be doubling up this time by.
We'll see what happens here.
And we're coming to the end of this race, so I think these drivers, they're going to give it their all.
Oh, they're for sure going to. I'm actually intrigued to see how this all plays out.
It's exactly what we saw last season.
Lap 47 of 54 laps to go. It will be Zevel Lynn. Then it'll be Castroneves, Barnabas, Monster 5th. And then you see the rest of your top 10 there on the ticker. Really anybody's chance to win this race.
I'm excited. This is gonna be down to the wire.
2 teammates right now. We'll see what they decide to do. I mean, both these guys at the front, Lynn and Zevel, are going for their first win. Zevel is going for his second career win, but first of the season.
Yep, and first time since last season. Here we go. This is gonna be it. Down to the wire. Green flag.
Green flag. Dead even on the start, but Zevel gets the nose ahead.
Yup, 3 wide down to the S's. Looks like Quadruped is going to clear, maybe? No. Yes, he does clear.
Got some passing going on the 65 and the 53 for 4th place.
Yup, they're still going.
The
And Lynn
19
takes the lead.
Lynn's got it. He's got to run away.
Oh, she runs wide on the into 9.
I think Zevel's is going to
Or
have to
8.
wait for a mistake.
I think so. He's going to be trying to send it in. And I don't think he cares that this is his driver. But Lynn, what a story this would be if she were to win here today.
I mean, she's out here just to trying to get some cup experience. A win? Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. See some jockeying position and further back. It's like almost all chase contenders are damaged in some way.
Here we go. 3 laps to go. The 23 has a sizable lead to the 54.
Yep, but it's not over yet. Zevel has time to come close in, but he's just got to push and give it his all.
At 19
Oh.
still.
Saw some debris being caked up on the front stretch there. Someone must have gotten the wall. Still green though.
See, the 19 was also up in that battle as well with the 2 teammates.
410 separates the 54 and the 23.
Zevel's gonna have to get everything he's got. Castroneves might force a mistake if he can.
Yeah, he's right there. We're gonna be coming to 2 to go. But then you also could realize we may have an incident that might cause a caution.
I mean, if I were the 23 right now, I wouldn't be hoping for an incident.
Not at all. But these guys in the back are all chase contenders, so of course they'd be racing each other hard when they're all almost all modifieds.
I mean, really the only chase drivers I feel like that are clean are Strikers and Nick. Maybe a few others, but very rare few.
Yeah. Indeed.
2 laps to go for the 23.
Yep, still 410 separate the top 2.
Zevel, I think, is gonna try and push it here in these
Oh.
last 2 laps.
Oh, look at that gap go down. Zevel is really pushing it.
I don't know, man. It's getting close. Oh, Lynn runs a bit wide.
Yeah, Zevel can still make up this time and maybe set up a pass on the last lap.
Castroneves is still right there too. Could probably try something.
No, but he goes wide.
Zevel's gonna have to run the fastest lap he's ever ran in his life because they're coming to the white flag.
Here we go. A great race from Riverside is about to be settled like this.
2 teammates going for the win as they come to the white flag.
Here we go. White flag is out. One more time around from Riverside.
Zevel is right there now as they go into turn 1.
Looks like Lynn made up some time on the exit.
See what happens here in the S's. I think Lynn made a bit of a mistake.
She did. But Zevel is right there waiting to pounce. Sends it in deep. This is still not over yet. 23-7, 1-2. But 2 teammates battling for the race win.
I think Lynn's got it at this point. She's just got to cruise it on home.
Yep, give me 1 minute. There we go. But here we go. Down the back straightaway for the final time.
It's going to be a 23-7, 1-2, and it may not be a win for Zevel, but it's a good result. And Lynn is going to get her first ever Cup Series win at Riverside.
Out of turn 4. It's going to be another Toyota winning at Riverside. Lynn picks up her first career win.
Toyota sweep the top 3 positions. Zevel second, Castroneves third.
And what a finish. Man, what a race. And what a finish.
Oh, somebody, oh, the 14's in the dirt after the race.
Looks like he's blown up. Yes, he has. But Lynn gets her first career win at Riverside, and what a story that is.
23-7 gets their second win, and it comes with the same number that got them their first and only win of the season, 23.
Yep. And now it becomes their second win, and the 23 has stolen both.
Like I said before, maybe not the result Zevel wanted. I know he probably wanted to win, but he's got to be happy with a top 2 for his team.
Boy, Riverside never disappoints. And and she makes history by being the second ever female to win a Fanta Cup Series event.
I mean, if you're Zevel, I would say I'm happy with my decision to put Lynn in the Cup Series, placing EXO next season, because I feel like she's gonna be a contender next season.
For sure. And these rookies like Ebenezer and Lynn
and Craig.
This is only the start. This is only the start of what we're gonna see next season. I'm pretty sure.
Because I feel like a lot of these rookies are gonna be ones to watch next season. Like we mentioned Ebenezer, who has 2 wins this season. We have Lynn, who just won this race. I mean, we also got Craig Popgris, who's having himself a good rookie season in the Shell season. I mean, what can I not say about the rookie class next season? And Drifting Strikers with a P7. He's not going to get the points lead. Kyle's probably going to still have it by not too much.
Oh, yeah, that points lead is definitely going to be cut down by a big margin.
Bit.
What a race.
6 more weeks to go. Next week we head to Talladega, so it's going to be another wild card.
Yep, we never know what's going to happen there. Whew. I can't believe it. That was something.
Either.
It feels so surreal that this race just happened like how it did.
Mm-hmm. So can I end it?
Yep, go